Starting it off this inning, Jake Carr.
Texas held on to beat St. John's 4-3. St. John's is eliminated. Texas advances to tonight's game against Rice.
Winner of that faces the winner of this one in the Supers for the right to Omaha in the College World Series. Super Regionals take place next weekend. College World Series gets underway 1 week after that. Tomorrow we will have those 16 teams left for regional fields set.
Well permitting.
Certainly.
I don't think there's a problem here in college.
2-1 to Jake Carr, now 2-2.
Whichever club survives, that is what this afternoon's ball game has been about. Survival, advance, get as much wood in you as possible. You know what? You tee it up, and that score 0-0 in this night ball game. Texas, and whoever survives.
Ground ball at the third, and the throw is in the dirt. That's a nice scoop by Cesario.
Nice pick at first base.
It's the game against Texas A&M, and the winner of this one is scheduled to start at 6:30, and that is less than 2 hours from now.
Well, in some instance, this may be good for the team that survives because you're already heated up and there's not going to be much cool time. Oh,
that is off the leg of Dempsey. Hard hit ball by Schaefer. He is safe at first base with a single. Dempsey limping. They're going to check on him. He's walking on his own, but gingerly.
Houston trainer out. Base hit.
Schaefer for his last three and was hit by a pitch in the middle of all that. So on the entire day, Schaefer is 3 for 5 with an RBI. Dempsey lies on the turf as he's tended to.
And it looks like we're going to go ahead and move here with the injury situation. The pitcher coming in out of the bullpen has as many pitches as he needs to get loose.
We'll have a new Cougar pitcher when we come back, but more importantly, we'll check on Dempsey back in a moment. It's 14-11 Cougars in the 11th. You're watching 12 Man Productions broadcast of the 2000 College Station Baseball Regional.
Sunday, Stonehenge. We know much about how it was built and when, but what we don't know has launched the largest archaeological investigation of modern times, uncovering what may be the lost city of Stonehenge's builders, with a grand avenue, ancient tools, and prehistoric homes. There have always been theories, but never any answers. Maybe we just weren't looking in the right place. Stonehenge Decoded, Sunday on Nat Geo.
Start your week in the outdoors with the Academy Outdoor Show this Saturday morning. Host Chad Brower brings you a multitude of exciting outdoor adventures from throughout the region. You won't want to miss a single minute of this award-winning show for the whole family to enjoy, featuring a variety of live-action hunting, fishing, and outdoor adventure trips each week. Right here, Saturday mornings at 8:30 on FSN Southwest.
Well, while we were at break, Chase Dempsey was helped off the field by the Cougar trainer and one of his teammates, and he is now in the dugout. His day is done, and they'll give way to a right-hander in Jared Ray.
Ray, this will be his 18th appearance. He has made 11 starts this year, 3-2 record, 6.71 ERA, has one save. This would be a save situation. 61 2/3 innings pitched, 86 hits, has walked only 26 and struck out 54. Opponents are hitting 332. New catcher as well is number 10, Austin Goolsby for
Wallace. That's excellent. And you've caught 11 innings. So a new pitcher, new catcher, it's a new battery.
As we mentioned, Jared Ray, all the time he needs to make sure he's loose. The umpire will just ask him, are you ready? He needs a couple more.
Well, if you go back through this game, had a lot going on offensively to start it. It was 5 Houston after 2 innings. What after that? There were still a few being scored, but not as on. Then you got the 9th, and Houston had a 9-7. Got 2 in the 9th to make it 11-7. But then a mixture of timely hits by Illinois Chicago and mistake allowed the Flames to push 4 across in the bottom of the 9th, tied at 11, sent us to extras. No team could score in the 10th. Houston 3 across in the top of the 11th, and now we're in the bottom half, 1 out and 1 on for the Flames, trying to make yet another comeback. They were down 6-2 early, came back and got it to 6-5. Down 11-7, going bottom of the ninth, came back and tied at 11. Down 14-11 here. Can they do it once more? Kevin Coddington is the hitter, and he's the first hitter at face.
Coddington on collision there at home plate. He's walking pretty gingerly.
Got up limping to that.
Play at the plate.
Austin Goolsby is the new catcher.
Well, numbers during the season, the right-hander Ray that does not walk many batters, but opponents have over 300 against him. Good breaking pitch right there. With the 3-run lead, throwing strikes, not walking batters, and let your defense plays behind you there a play away from ending this ball game.
Coddington, a hit in his first at bat, but not since. Goolsby blocks hit a ball in dirt.
With the ground ball that the infielder infield makes play on, as a catcher that's been catching 11 innings, and then with that collision, he's probably not going to move down that line as fast as he did at the start of the day. But the count goes to 3-1 now.
Ray against Coddington, righty against righty. Ray does not want to lose him. Rafael Garcia. Called strike, full count.
Long fastball. I anticipate the breaking at first, but you know, 3-2 count. If he were the run, quite possibly, but down 3 at this stage, you need additional base runners.
They're not holding him on, they're playing behind him. This is a ground ball. Will it get through? No. Can they turn 2? No, they just try to get 1, and that's a nice play by Ryan Omar to get that lead runner.
Very nice play. Concerned with the play, just making the ball behind. Good communication so that shortstop covered second base to get the away and first base, and more importantly, that tying run, not stepping into that batter's box. He is in the on-deck circle.
Last chance for the Illinois Chicago Flames, the champions. Rafael Garcia in the box representing that chance. He's had a rough day at the plate. 0 for 5. Ray at times having trouble finding the zone. He went 3-1 a moment ago to Coddington. He's gone 2-0 to Garcia.
Just to make it exciting, go ahead and bring that tying run to the plate.
Just as you mentioned it, he may put him aboard. And Tony Altavilla, who was able to be on deck, and he had the big hit in the ninth to get this comeback going. The 3-0. That's a strike.
Batter in this situation, I'm looking for a fastball in my wheelhouse that I know I can do something with. If not, laying off of it.
One pitch is out of the zone. Tying run will come to the plate in the bottom of the 11th.
Mentioned Altavilla, 1 home run on this season, hitting .319 coming into today's game. Had a base hit there in the batter facing the right-hander Jared Ray from Waco Midway High, 90 miles up the road, Highway 6.
With Altavilla at first and second. Illinois Chicago down by 3 runs.
And tell if the Houston fans down on the lower deck are on their feet or not.
Maybe if he gets that second strike, there will be. Breaking ball stayed out of the zone.
Teams continue the battle.
Skied into left, and this could be it. Jake Stewart coming in. Makes the play. The Cougars win, and they eliminate Illinois Chicago. Not until Flame put forth a valiant effort. The 4 seed came to College this weekend, and they really competed well. They got a win against the 2 Dallas Baptist, and they took the Cougars to the edge today. But we 11 innings in excess of 4 hours. A dramatic comeback, but when it's all said and done, AC, the Houston Cougars advance to tonight with a 14-2 win.
Well, you wouldn't expect anything less from either club. That there's you do not want the season to end. You compete to the last out, and hats off to both these ball clubs. And I guarantee you that yes, the Cougar ball club's going to be tight, but they'll get their fluids in them, be fired up because they are in the regional championship game, and they know you survive tonight, get you a night's rest. There's another ball game to be played tomorrow if they can pull off the victory against Texas A&M tonight.
At 6:30 p.m., it is first pitch between Texas A&M and Houston. 12th Man Productions will bring it to you right here on Fox Sports Net. Our final today, 14-11 in the second elimination game of this bracket. Illinois Chicago joins Dallas Baptist as teams that are going to see their season end in this regional. Houston fights for another game. 6:30, first pitch. Texas A&M and U of H, Old Southwest Conference rivals, both from the state of Texas, and they are both in the regional championship. We will see you tonight. That's all for this one. Win it. Alan Cannon, I'm Will Johnson, and for all of us at 12th Man Productions, Fox Sports Net, thank you for joining us.
The Big 12 Conference is on Big 12 Showcase. Only Big 12 Showcase takes you week for unparalleled all the athletic programs from across the conference. From the latest news and highlights to exclusive features and interviews. One is dedicated to the Big 12 than FSN. Springs